just stopped at a Pete's Coffee. I haven't had this in a while, but it's pretty cool. So just dropped my car off to get all the stuff done on it, and performance parts installed in the Pro Tune. Have my Pete's Coffee on my way home. Check with you guys later. Okay, so this is the engine bay with my mods. There's the IAG air oil separator. Nice red color there. Really goes with the I believe this is the intake manifold, so it goes with that. And of course, this is the COBB SF air intake with the COBB Airbox, right, and the ducting there. Then I have a boost controller, and boost controller, and this is the LF bypass valve. Of course, the other stuff I can't show you because one, it's in the oil pan, which is the Killer B oil, the oil pickup and baffle kit. And the other one is, of course, under the car, which is the nameless midpipe to complete my nameless catback system with the nameless axle back I have. Yeah, so that's it. Those are the mods. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get some video of the midpipe. I tried to take some pictures as well. So these are my nameless 4-inch axle back exhaust with the 4-inch mufflers, and there is the, I guess that's the Y pipe connecting to the midpipe, and that connects to the stock downpipe for now until I put the COBB downpipe later on. Looking in the car, there's my Accessport cable connected to the OBD port, and this is my COBB Accessport that hooks up here, and the Pro clip. So I got that from COBB as well, and that really helps. So yeah, everything's tuned, and now I'm gonna give it my first cold start since overnight, since I brought it home overnight. Check this out. All right, here we go. Woo! Sounds good with the nameless midpipe. Oh yeah. Accessport. Oh, my values are reset. For what? Cool. Hey guys. All right, ready to go for a drive. I've got my, let me see. I've got my COBB Accessport here, hooked in. Coolant temp, intake temp, feedback knock, fine knock learn, AF learning 1, and dynamic advanced multiplier, I think. So those values all look good. I've just got, I've just got the mods installed. I got it last night. It's such a blast to drive. It's just wonderful. So IAG air oil separator. Now I have a complete nameless catback system because I had the axle back before with the 4-inch tip, 4-inch tips, and then now I have the nameless mid pipe connected to my stock downpipe. COBB SF air intake, just sounds great. And then the airbox, so I can hear those sounds. And even with the I've got the COBB LS bypass valve there, and it sounds great there too. It's got a lot of the it's not a blow-off valve, it's a bypass valve, but it sounds like a blow-off valve, right? Because I mean the air is still released, and then you can hear it through the intake. I've got the Killer B oil pickup and baffle installed on the stock oil pan, and EBCS COBB boost controller. The boost has been raised to about the dyno sheet, I think it says 19 point something. My boost rate is 19.6. That's about accurate. So it's about 19.6, just under 20 pounds of boost. What else? Of course, I've got this cool COBB mount with the, well, they said it's a World Rally Blue COBB plate, but it seems a little bit darker than that. But anyway, it's got a little cool not freckles, sorry, what am I saying? Sorry, speckles to it. And yeah, that's about it. It just sounds great. The car pulls so hard. It's done on a Mustang dyno, and what my tuner tells me is it's called the Heartbreaker dyno. So basically it reads lower than what other dynos would, is what the tuner tells me. And so the dyno values are the readout is on the they did 3 pulls, so the maximum readout there was 301 foot-pounds of torque at the wheels, and I think it was 275 wheel horsepower. Now on other dynos that would read higher is what the tuner tells me. So I mean, if you add 20% to that at the crank, that should be 360 foot-pounds of torque at the crank and about 330 at the wheels horsepower. So not the wheels, sorry, what am I saying? 330 horsepower at the crank and 360 foot-pounds at the crank of torque at the crank, which is really nice. It pulls hard. I mean, after this is my previous video, what I wanted to say was the only other mods I would do is maybe later on this year, God willing, what I would do is put a COBB downpipe, a COBB up pipe, Koyo rad, and the COBB fuel injection system. Not fuel injection, COBB fuel upgrade system minus the E85, because I said I don't want to go E85. This is also pro tuned, by the way, on 91. All right, here we go. So the AF Learning 1 gauge here, maximum readout I got was 12.5, and that's only at a constant speed. Or 12.5 was a number I got at when I was just it was steady throttle, like when I was cruise control on the highway yesterday. I was a bit concerned because it was over 10, and the tuner said, "Don't worry about it. You know, you need a couple of days for you know, for I guess the car to learn everything." Ooh, GTR. I'm gonna switch over to support sharp because the boost levels he set the individual drive modes, but for all the 19.6 pounds of boost I got to be on sport sharp, so I'm gonna put it for that when I get on the high. Well, I'm putting it for now, but I'm gonna do it when I get on the highway. I'm gonna put full throttle like on the highway. Woo! Oops. So I gotta make a left here. I love that. It sounds so raw now. This is how I wish Subaru sold it from the factory. That sounds so good. I love the whoosh sound. So great. So yeah, my initial thoughts yesterday was, man, the car pulls hard. Especially first, second, third. It pulls hard. And on the dyno,
where it's stock, it kind of tapers off the boost. This pulls hard till redline, which is still 6600 is what it showed on the chart, what the tuner tells me. It pulls hard on every gear. It seems like a little, almost like a crackle too. I love those. It just, I don't care, people. People say that's a gimmick, but, or I mean, it's fine. It just, the 90s kid in me, you know, loves those Fast and Furious sounds. It just sounds great. I mean, that's why you buy a turbo car, because you want to hear that. Yeah, you want to feel that surgence of torque, but that it just sounds great. I mean, you know, and I did it without doing a blow-off valve. I mean, this is 100% recirculating bypass valve. It's a COBB LF bypass valve. Woo! Oh man! They just don't make cars like this anymore. They don't. They should, but they don't. I mean, I'm really happy that you know, Subaru gave us this platform, even though, say, it's subdued stock, right? At least you can go to, there's a lot of aftermarket for it, and there's a lot of reputable shops that you can go and get a Pro Tune and do simple bolt-ons and awaken this car to what it should have been, you know, released as. Yeah, it's just a beast, man. It's just a beast now. It's a beast. Like, it feels, I don't know, just, when I drove the stock, I mean, I'm going to release a video of how it was stock, because I took a video when I first got it, and man, there's a lot of difference here. If I just close all the windows, because I had my driver's side window open a little bit. If I close the windows, you can still hear it pretty loud. See that? Just sounds great. I don't understand what some people are like, it's, you know, it sounds like a vacuum and too, well, yeah, but just adds to the drama. And this is what this car is all about. It's drama, right? And now it's got the performance to boot, right? It's just drama, man. Like, you want, like, it's a raw car. Like, man, if anybody's on the fence, just buy this car, dude. Buy it. It's good. If anybody's on the fence about buying an STI, I mean, just buy it. Because, I mean, I think, this is a 2020. So the 2021, again, I'm saying this just my opinion. It looks like it's the last year of the EJ for this series, and then when the 2022 comes out, it's going to be the next FA engine, right? So FA24 or whatever. So it won't be this raw, man. I mean, it's 400 horsepower. It might be a better engine. I would say it's probably going to be refined. I don't know until it comes out, but, you know, I mean, every time a newer engine comes out, it's always more refined, you know, meets emissions, fuel economy, all this kind of stuff. This thing is, like I said in my previous video, the EJ257 has been around for what, 20 years, man? Like, I mean, well, I guess it came here to America in 04, right? But the EJ series of engines have been around longer than that. You know, in Japan, it's been around since the late 80s. So, and this engine is essentially unchanged. Man, so raw, dude. I just love that. I don't know, hopefully you can pick that up on the mic on this GoPro I have. This looks like a little nice windy road to right up. There you go. Watch this. Woo! Oh man! That pulls hard, dude! Woo! I don't know if you can tell, like, from the camera, but I'm kind of being thrown back in my seat here. Yeah, it definitely is. It's another SDI. It definitely feels. It pulls harder than the numbers suggest. Watch my fuel, man. It's right. Once you tune your car, it's the fuel economy is the same for the car, but you lose your fuel because you're having so much fun that the RPMs go up and the fuel gauge goes down as the boost goes up. So wow. Yeah. Late clutch release there. I mean, my coolant temp is at 190 degrees, intake temp 82. Outside temp here in Southern California where I am, it's reading 69 at, what time is it now? 10:30 in the morning, so. Yeah, 69 degrees out here. Okay, I gotta make a left here. The car is loving these weathers. This climate, especially in the morning when it's a bit colder. Gotta put this up. Love that. Listen to that. So good. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. It sounds awesome. Woohoo! There's also a little back crack and popple, is that a word? Crackle and pop, not crack and popple. Crackle and pop. I don't know why. Oh man, it pulls. Blessed to live down in Southern California. It's got such great winding roads through the mountains. I mean, this is what this car is for, you know? People are going cycling out here. This is what this car is for. Get rid of the rumble. Okay, I know that's a rhetorical question. I know. Equal length headers is equal to better reliability, can handle the power better, and blah blah blah. I know, but just that sound, man. I mean, I'm not gonna do crazy numbers. Like after the next set of upgrades, which is basically the downpipe, the uppipe, the fuel system, still tuned on 91, pro tuned on 91, like I'm now. No E85, and the Koya rad. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Call it a day. I mean, with those mods, I should be up to, on the Mustang dyno, again, which reads lower as I understand, as my tuner tells me, I should be up from 275 wheel to, I guess, around 310 wheel horsepower. Maybe up the boost from 19 to 20 or 21 on the stock turbo. Keep it on the, I don't want to change turbos or anything. And then the torque should go from 301 to, at the wheels, to, I would assume, like 320 or something, 330 maybe. I mean, that'll equate to, what, 3 horsepower, and all about 400 wheels, 400 crank torque, and then that's good, man. 350, 360 crank horsepower and about 400 crank torque is really good numbers to have. I mean, at that, I would assume I'd be doing 0 to 60 at 4.5 seconds. And it'll be fun on the track, definitely, and you know, quote-unquote reliable, I believe, because I'm not going to push it further than that. I don't want to go E85 and get even higher numbers, like the 400 wheel torque and wheel horsepower. I don't want to do that, because I'll be playing with fire at that point. These engines are, as I understand, anything above 350 wheel horsepower and wheel torque, you know, is starting to get into that red zone, and I don't want to do that. Even at idle, it's like like it's more throaty with the nameless mid-pipe as well. And you know, 2019 Plus brings the 2018 type RA, you know, oh yeah, it brings with the 2019 2019 Plus STIs like mine, the 2020, it brings the 2018 type RA upgrades, right? Like the upgraded internals, like the strengthened pistons. I realize they're cast pistons, right? They're not forged, is what I understand. I think sodium fill valves, and I don't know if other STIs prior to the 18 type RA and the 19 STIs got the sodium fill valves, but these comes with sodium fill valves, as I understand, better intake and exhaust systems, higher boost pressure, stock. I mean, stock, the STI is only 14.5 pounds of boost, I think, and these ones are 16.2 stock. Well, now it's 19.6. I tuned it, but when it was stock, it was 16.2, and it, even though it was rated, excuse me, even though it was rated to be at only 5 horsepower extra, so it was, instead of 305, it was 310 horsepower and 290 foot-pounds of torque. I had a 2018 STI, and when I got into the 2020, I mean, stock was stock. I noticed, I mean, oh yeah, the third gear ratio is also improved, so that's better for acceleration, is what I understand. But I noticed off the bat it was quicker. I mean, you know, the seat dyno there, but it was quicker from just, like, you know, just feeling how the acceleration is and everything, the seat dyno, quote unquote. It seemed a lot quicker than the 2018 STI had. So yeah, so I mean, I don't have the baseline, I didn't get to do a baseline dyno here. So I would imagine that the baseline dyno is of a 2019 Plus STI and a 2018 type RA is much quicker than the previous STIs. So, plus also what I've been understanding is these STIs hold the performance upgrades better than the previous ones. Like they handle the performance upgrades better. That doesn't mean they're not prone to ringland failure and all that, you know. I guess because I mean, some have reported, but I guess it's all how you like. I mean, if you do 500 horsepower or you know, 450 plus, you know, I guess you're you know, you're prone to that. Hey guys, all right, it's about 86, 87 degrees. It's really nice weather outside today. So I'm gonna take out the STI for a drive, and I just got another tune. When I say another tune, I sent an email with the data log to my tuner, and he made some adjustments, and I'm just trying it out. I tried it out a couple of days ago. It was good. Then I got busy at work. I can do that after that, so I'm trying it out now. I'm gonna have data log again probably in a couple of days and send that for the final revision, but the car is looking great. I'm sure, as you guys seen in the previous video clips in this video, it sounds great, pulls hard. So yeah, be blessed.